If you think you have to be useful to succeed, congratulations, you've just been replaced. You see, we've been taught that unless you're useful, unless you have something to bring to the table, that no one wants you, that you become invisible. I know because this is how I used to feel in every area of my life. With my clients, in relationships, family, friends, all of that. That if I didn't have something to offer and bring to the table, that I would be omitted, that I would be replaced, that I wouldn't be wanted. There'd be no use for me. People and clients wouldn't want to pay me. All of those lies were programmed into me for years. So what happens? What does this look like? Okay, this looks like, for example, in relationships, that you have to look a certain way. You have to maintain your physique. You have to look a certain way. You have to dress a certain way. You have to maintain some appeal about you. You have to be funny. You have to have money. You have to be useful and bring something to the table. Otherwise, people will discard you. And the sad part is I was discarded. And I was shown that I was not enough, useful enough. Not because they did anything to me. It wasn't because of the people. It's because of my belief that I had to keep up with this feeling of usefulness to keep people in my life. And it was exhausting. Same thing with clients in business. If I didn't produce results for my clients, if they didn't get the results that they wanted, that was on me. And I had to make myself useful to them. This was an uphill battle, professionally, personally, all of these things. Now, what happens is when you drop this idea that you have to be useful to others in your life, and this includes to money, that you have to prove your worth and you have to be useful to earn money, for money to come to you. It's not just people, it's everything in your life. And what this boils down to is just a belief that you're not worthy enough, that you're not whole enough, that your existence is not enough to maintain anything, money, relationships, clients, all of those things. So the more that you step into you, and this is on TikTok, YouTube, all of the videos, all the social media platforms, like if you don't produce useful enough content, then no one will want to watch you. Then you're not going to go viral. Then you're not going to have an account. So, and you'll see it. It's not just me. You'll see it. So many content creators, they'll tell you that they're creating content, but when they stop trying so hard to create content, instead they shift to just being themselves and just somebody said like documenting themselves, right? It's like in other words, you're just talking, you're opening up your phone, your camera, whatever, and you're just documenting and you're talking like a real person, right? You're communicating with people. It's authentic. You're being your authentic self. You're sharing your life. And that to you, because you've been taught that that's not useful, no one would want it, because you're so programmed and used to being useful to people, and that what you have to offer, no one wants anything to do with it, and no one needs it. And that's what you want to stop believing, because the more that you are yourself and you see that your presence in your business, in relationships, on your videos, on your content, whatever it is that you do, your authentic presence, you just being yourself, not trying to be pretty and sexy, not trying to be smart, handsome, and wealthy. Like people can see that, and they can kind of get a sense of that. It was hard for me to see that for a while, that me being me was enough, that I didn't have to put on a show, I didn't have to perform anymore, right? And that it's like the most freeing and most comfortable thing to know that you're around people, professional, personal, and you're completely yourself. And just by being yourself, you're paid. People want to be with you. You can have a loving, healthy faithful relationship just by being yourself. There's no more fear and worry that you have to look a certain way, you have to keep up with something, that you're afraid that you'll lose a client or lose a person or lose a friendship, because you're constantly afraid that you have to maintain your relevance, you have to maintain your usefulness, that you have to have something to bring to the table. And this is where what you want to drop completely, whether you are on making videos or we're talking about relationships or your other businesses or whatever it is that you're doing, right? And if you think about, like another video I said, is like, if you think and you look at the people that are living their best lives, there's no logic behind what they're doing. They're not thinking hard, they're just going for it. They're just going for it. And almost all of them that you see, they're just completely being themselves. No hair, no makeup. They're just living their life, doing whatever the hell, like cooking, cleaning, whatever it is. They're just being themselves, and that is so desirable to be around. Can you think about it? Can you ask yourself just 1 second right now? Can you imagine you being paid, chosen, wanted, loved, adored, appreciated, cherished, just for being yourself? Not with the fluff, not because of money, not because of status, not because of the way you look, but that you are actually wanted, paid, chosen, appreciated, cherished, all those things, just because you breathe. That's what you want to be. That's what you want to remember. That's who you want to identify with as yourself first, above all things, because everything else will just come like a magnet to you. Everything will just want, like, for example, I used to do offer coaching, and I stopped offer coaching for my YouTube channel, and I stopped that and I took it off my website. I don't offer it. There's no links anywhere for you to work with me one-on-one. But do you know, every single day I still receive nonstop emails asking me to please coach them. I don't advertise at all. I'm just being myself. And I even changed the way that I do my videos on YouTube. Like, I've done vlogs, I've done talking heads, I've done horizontal videos, I've done shorts, I've done vertical videos, I've done all kinds of stuff. Like, I don't have a rhyme or rhythm. I just do whatever the hell I want. I, Rose, show up and share me. And if that's not good for everybody, that's okay. I'm not here to please everybody. I'm here to be myself, and I know it'll connect with my people.